sheet up. Ta-da! All packety-packed nearly. 2 days and whatever it is, 7 hours, is this? It's not right. My trouble is I can't count. Anyway, Friday afternoon I should be in Alnwick in Northumbria. Ha! Oh, Lord. What's 6 plus 3? I think it might be 9. Ecce Homo was said of Christ when the Roman governor paraded him before the people. Behold the man is the translation. Why is it that people see without seeing and they hear without hearing? Exactly Christ's words in more than one place in the New Testament, and they're echoed, if you like, or Christ is echoing them, in fact, I suppose, from several of the prophets in the Old Testament. What is it about mankind? They keep on rolling around in the mud. That ghastly little man, I will say his name, Netanyahu of Israel, strutting his stuff. I've just looked the figures up. I think there are 8 million Israelis, as well, Jewish Israelis rather, and 5 million Palestinians in Israel. Whether that includes the Gaza Strip and the West Bank or not, whatever. So that's quite a lot of people on both sides. We're at 68 million. Britain. Germany's 80 million or something. One does. One's little fingers find these things on these magic machines. What is it? I mean, if you live by the sword, you die by the sword. Just look at history. Every single time throughout history, the oppressor just falls apart in due course. And yet people continue to behave like that. Intelligent, capable people, presumably. Each generation seems to find yet a new excuse or the same old excuse to kill each other, giving the next generation yet another excuse to continue the killing. God sent Christ to bring us the opportunity to rise out of our baser human selves and to aspire to Christ-likeness. At least to aspire to it, never to achieve it, obviously. Even St. Francis, for me, the most beautiful Christian spirit who's ever lived throughout all Christian times, apart from the sort of early saints and Peter and so on, who were especially blessed because they actually knew Christ, of course. The 12 disciples, apostles, and so on. Those Christ actually met and instructed. taught about God from God. But St. Francis was so close to these things. And he was just an ordinary human being, as it were, from a good family, yes, but no, nothing. Any human being is potentially capable. All human beings are potentially capable. Any and all human beings, and I looked that up as well, it's 7,800 million and counting. Click, 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 like that, baby's born. If you look it up on Worldometer. I think it's 2 babies a second, and one baby, or one human rather, not baby. So a new human being is born, 2 new human beings are born every second, and 1 human being dies every 2 seconds. So that's a ratio of approximately 1 to 4. Well, I consider myself deeply blessed because I just see these things so clearly. No one listens to me, of course, in general. It has been the experience of my life that I don't know why. I mean, I've had to be in various court hearings, especially about my son, Robert Francis, pictures on the wall, but he committed suicide at the age of 18. But there was a whole complete, utter 5 or 6 years worth I fought in the English courts to try and achieve justice, and it was never forthcoming from the English authorities. They believed the lies of my former wife. They believed the lies of my former wife and not my truth. When I swore on the Bible in a court situation, I shall tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, I actually mean it. I can't not. I might choose not to wear my heart totally on my sleeve, but I'm inclined to do that anyway, because I don't feel there's anything of which in my life I'm ashamed to speak ultimately. I don't have to hide anything. I've got nothing to hide. And yet consistently throughout my lifetime, whenever I've been in situations, of which there have been a few, they believe the other people's lies. I shan't go into them all. We'd be here all day. But truly, to me, there is nothing in my life, throughout the whole of my life, of which I am truly ashamed to speak about in the right circumstances. And I intend to keep it that way. One of the things I will say and mean is that to the point of death, I shall never kill another human being, but even strike another human being. I've always felt this and known it, and I've been in situations where I have been physically battered, and I will not respond with physical violence, because then I have denied Christ. What sort of Christian am I, speaking about peace and love and all this stuff, and I go in for a fisticuffs with some idiot in a pub? So I've had any number of those incidences because I wear a Christian tunic. They can't help themselves. I've been attacked and had stones thrown at me and apples, and had my various staffs have been stolen, and I will not. I throw them away if I'm attacked, actually, because it looks like a weapon. I've lost numerous staffs that way. I can always cut another one, but if I try to hit someone with it, I mean, it's yew wood, it's strong. With a good swipe, I could probably easily break someone's tibia, but it just doesn't. That's the lower big leg bone. I mean, it's meaningless. If I struck everyone who struck me, I mean, there'd be a line of absolute queue of people lining up to say what a bad man I am. Unfortunately, that is the way it happens. I suppose, fortunately, obviously never been killed for my faith. That is happening too. I don't know if there's a count for that. I could probably look it up, actually. How many Christians are killed every year in this world for whatever reason, martyred? I shall look it up. Anyway, life goes on. It's 2 days, 9 hours, less 10 minutes. Cheerio.